Hello everyone, it's Mrs. Lamb, and coming in from the side is...
Mr. Lamb. I had to start the video, so I had to come in from the side.
Do you have your pen?
Somewhere. Maybe. Yeah, I found it.
Okay, cool. So we're working on reflections today. Oh goodness, this is going to be fun. All right, let's see what our learning target is. I can define and recognize reflections. Okay, well, most
she
of us...
can define them and recognize them. I'm going to hope to do my best.
Okay, well, reflections. It's like we look in the mirror all the time and we see a reflection. So
how hard can this be, right?
How can this be? But I do want to point out that there are there's several types of reflections. We're going to really look at two types of reflections. So to reflect is to see the exact shape, but, oops, I'm going to try. Oh, not perfect. But see, they're reflected.
I just realized why I'm so terrible at reflections. I can't draw.
And this is a vertical line of reflection.
Or
but no. Hold on, Mr. Lamb.
Sorry.
It's a vertical line of reflection, so it's a horizontal. Is that what you're going to do?
No.
It's a horizontal reflection over a vertical line.
Or if we put this on a 4-quadrant graph, this would be the y-axis.
That's true.
So this is a reflection across the y-axis.
Yes, and you can do it, and most of the time we do see them on a 4-quadrant.
Almost all the time for you, for now at this age, for what you're doing, we're almost always going to be talking about reflections across the y-axis or reflections across the x-axis.
Okay, and a vertical reflection that's the line that it's reflected across.
Otherwise known as the x-axis.
And that is a horizontal. I am not as good a writer as Miss Berger is. Horizontal line of reflection. Ooh, I get kind of.
Yeah, but 10 times still better than if I wrote it.
All right. So if I had and this is the easiest one for me to draw. If I had my original triangle there, and then it would just be reflected across. So that's what a reflection is. Just a mirror image.
If you actually just think about what a reflection is, it's just taking something and just flipping it.
Flipping it. Yep. All right. Let's move on to the next one and see. We have just a couple on examples of them. And again, this one did not go over the y-axis. It was over here. So I want you to know that you could see them, but there's your line of reflection. This one, the line of reflection is the x-axis. And on this one, the line of reflection is the y-axis.
I would say for what you're going to see, this is going to be the norm.
More the norm.
But, hey, you're smart.
You know, IXL.
You might as well know how to do these.
It might have shown you that. Okay.
Yes.
So the ability is, and then of course, one of the things that I like, if you'll hold for a second, is one of the things is it has the original, is the end, and then when you see that little prime, you know that that's the reflected piece. All right, let's go ahead and do a couple. I think we have a couple to do on here.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to reflect this way. So that is a horizontal, it's the line, we're going to move it horizontally.
Yep, and we're going to flip it over a vertical line. And in this case, we're going to flip it over the y-axis.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give us some letters here. And I didn't use A because it's right in the middle.
So really, all I got to do is take this dot, figure out where it is here, and put it over here.
Go for it.
So, okay, so this is a 2, 3. So if I go to negative 2, 3 and put a dot, that would be that line. If I took it and just flipped it over that way, that would work, right?
So, yeah, negative 2. Whoops. Oops.
So, okay, well, while you're writing that, I'll do this one. So again, we're at 2, 1, so I would go to negative 2, 1 and put it right there.
You keep on going, Mr. Lamb.
Okay.
I'm going to just write them.
Hey, I'm better at this than I thought. Okay, so now we're going to go to 4, 1, so I go here to negative 4, 1. And then I go up here to 4, 4, so I come over here to negative 4, 4, and check this out. It kind of, I think I did it.
Oh, I know you did it.
Did I do it right? This is where you're looking for like validation from your spouse to tell you did something.
But I am going to label them. B prime, C
prime.
This one is
E prime.
and this one is D prime. So let's look at the numbers, because I think that is important.
Yes, it is.
We went from quadrant 1, positive, positive, to quadrant 2,
Which are all
negative,
negative positives.
and the only thing that changed was our X number, and it became a negative.
The opposite side.
The opposite side. Everything else,
Exactly the same.
exactly the same.
So really, it's just take it
Mhm.
and flip it.
And, excuse me, some people can see it visually much easier, and this is confusing. And for others, this makes all the sense in the world. And then once they do this, they then just plot.
So
points.
whichever one of those you are, if
Yeah.
now me personally, I'm visual. So to me, I would just go, okay, that dot's there, that dot goes there, that dot's there, that dot goes there, that dot's there, that dot goes there, that dot's there, that goes there. To me, that makes much more sense. My wife is very number driven.
But I'm actually visual as well. So, I
Okay.
mean, you know, I like both, to be honest with you. All right, let's go, and this one is going to be reflected, and it's gonna come
So we're gonna
down,
take it.
right? It's gonna start in quadrant 1, and it's gonna end in quadrant 4.
Ooh, so I bet all
Oh.
those numbers are going to be negative. Positive, negative.
Yep.
Let's find out.
So let
Oh, I guess I
let
didn't
me
do it.
try this without ever putting anything on the graph.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to do A, B, C, and let's look at the numbers. That's a 0, 1, 0, 1. B is 5, 1, 5, 1, and C is 0, 4, 0, 4. Now I'm going to take it over the axis, the x-axis.
No fair looking.
Okay, no fair
Use
looking.
those numbers.
So it's going to be 0, negative 1. It's going to be 5, negative 1. And it's going to be, whoops, sorry, I got to get my primes there. It's going to be 0, negative 4. All right, I think I did
Okay.
it.
So I'm going to do it my way.
He's going to plot it.
So I'm just going to say, well, 0, 1 would become 0, negative 1.
There's A prime.
And then I'm going to go ahead and go up here.
Okay.
So I'm going to go 0, 4.
Because you don't have to go in alphabetical order, people.
And then I'm going to come over here and I go, well, that's 5, 1. So I just think that's going to end up here. And so diagonal, straight, kind of diagonal.
B prime, A prime.
And then I'm going to
C
say to
prime.
myself, did I make it? Flip? I did.
And did it match our numbers? It did. The key is, if you are going to be doing this on a grid, you must put those dots, you must put those points there and put that prime.
Yeah, make sure you
You've
use
got
that
to do
put
that.
prompt.
And sometimes you'll be asked to do this, sometimes both. So be ready. All right? Well, golly, I think,
Oh, we don't need another one, do we?
well, you know, can I just do this one real quick?
Sure.
Because sometimes in IXL, can you give me blue?
Blue it is.
Please.
Blue doesn't show up real well.
Oh, okay, black.
Oh, black.
So sometimes in IXL, in my experience, they flip them over and they actually kind of like overlap each other. So just really
Oh.
quick, this one is a 1, 2, and I'm looking at my arrow, so that's telling me where to go. So my P prime is 1, 2, so I know I need to make it 1, negative 2. So
I see
there's
why
gonna
she wanted to
be
show you this
prime.
one.
My negative 4, 2 for R is going to be 4, 2. So that is R prime. And my Q prime is going to be, is 1, 6 here, so it's going to be 1, negative 6 for Q prime. All right, let me see if I got it. Okay, so occasionally, these are a little bit more complex. Occasionally, because it's originally in quadrant 1 and 2, and now it's in 2, 1, because we've reflected it. I reflected it.
So I guess it doesn't, so that arrow isn't telling me I'm going this way.
No, it's saying you're.
Gotcha,
you're
okay.
Oh, well, okay. It's a movement.
Okay.
It was just it was really to tell us when we got to this shape, which what I was originally thinking when I made it.
Okay.
But anyway, just to show that sometimes
Gotcha.
they do.
Okay.
overlap. So
I just didn't want to get confused with the arrow.
Okay, yeah. Sorry about that arrow thing. That was to help me. All right. So anyway, guys, I know reflections can be one of the little bit trickier ones, but you can do it. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.